All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Champions Istanbul press conference. We will continue with questions for Scream from Team Liquid, Angel from FPX, Cryocells from Xset, and Cruz from Xerxia. Press had the option to ask questions live or submit them ahead of the event. We'll begin with the pre-submitted questions. First question goes to Scream from Games Mix. What steps and type of training does Team Liquid take before any tournament? Is this your first time in Istanbul?
Well, hello. First time in Istanbul, very excited to be here, first of all. And our preparation with Liquid has been changed a lot because we changed coach and, different approach, different way of thinking and just optimizing training. And yeah, pretty much.
All right, thank you. Next question goes to Cryo from Run It Back. After the quick elimination at Masters Copenhagen, what has Xset done to prepare for a longer stay during this upcoming LAN experience at Champions?
We haven't really changed much. We're just here to prove ourselves, and even though we went out early on last tournament, that was just what I see as a needed stepping stone for our run here at Champions.
Thank you. Next question goes to Angel from Run It Back. FPX announced the addition of Rhyme as a sub and Nailzinho as analyst. What can you tell us about Rhyme's role, and will he be subbed in on some maps?
No, Rhyme was used more like an emergency sub because we weren't sure I will be in time for the first matches. So our plan is not to use him as a sub on this tournament. And about Nelzinho is the guy who's helping us a lot in terms of creating strats for this tournament and for watching enemy playing when we're not gonna have time also.
Thank you. Next question for Scream from Games Mix. How do you balance between your normal life and professional one?
Don't have a normal life. It's a bit tough, to be honest, especially before a tournament. We've been training, with all the changes and stuff. We had to put a lot of effort, and yeah, obviously it's gonna impact our normal life, and we're gonna have less time. But that's what we love, and I mean, that's the most important in our lives right now, I think.
Thank you. Next question also for Scream from the Spike GG. How has Damasic influenced the team's gameplay considering his versatility with different agents in the LCQ?
Yeah, Damasic is a really nice guy to play with. He's bringing some kind of motivation. He's very hungry to play and to win. So, and he's also able to play any agent. We just ask him to play something and he's going to do his best. And he's an experienced guy as well. So, only positive vibes were with him so far, and very happy to be with him.
Thank you. That was it for the pre-submitted questions. We will now open the floor for questions from remote media. Please use the Zoom hand raise feature if you'd like to ask a question, and we will call you when it is your turn. First question from Alan.
So this is a question for Scream. Hi, Scream.
Hi, man.
Hi. So Liquid has been 2 times, right? You qualified from LCQ last year and you qualified from LCQ this year. So,
right.
But you showed really a dominance win over Mac over MC3 in your EMEA LCQ. So, do you feel that this is the best shape of Liquid? This is the best shape of you of maybe Nevera and Yampi?
I would say so. Yeah. I think we are, we know ourselves better than we did, a year ago. We learn from our mistakes, and I think we changed a few roles as well. I took over the in-game leading role, and it fits us pretty well. It helps us as a team, and so far I'm very confident that we're gonna do some good damage at this tournament. Definitely.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. Next question from Sons of KS Latam.
Hello, this question is for Angel from Phoenix.
Hello, Son of Chaos.
Hello, Angel. Hola. And how do you feel the level of your group, and who do you think is the most dangerous of all the teams?
It's very hard to tell. It's very hard to tell in this tournament. Every team have some ups and downs, and to be honest, I'm more afraid of not going out of groups than winning a tournament. I think going out of group gonna be like the first big challenge for us, because I respect all the teams in our group, and I think everyone can do like great fight.
Thank you very much for the answer. Muy buena suerte.
Sorry, what?
Good luck.
Thank you. Good luck to you too, bro.
Thank you. Next question comes from Only Games Latam for Scream. What do you expect from the match against Leviathan, and how do you assess the level of Latin American play?
I know them pretty well. We've been playing against Crew a lot in the past tournaments. You know, they're a very dangerous team. They have showed in the past. They had like a really good tournament when they went in the finals, I think. You know, as Angel said, we like every team is very dangerous at this event. We can't underestimate anyone, and we're gonna give everything, you know, to pass the group stage. Very important.
Thank you. Next question from Bautista.
Hello, Batista.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was I was mute. Sorry. And my question is for Scream. How does it feel to play with your youngest brother in a such a high level? Is conflictive or it has positive points? And how are the things? I don't know, in the family dinner.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm living a dream with my brother, I think, and there's only positive to this. I don't see anything negative, and like, you know, it just gives you extra motivation to win when you see that your whole family is behind you. You know, I think everybody wants to make their family proud. You know, so you know, no extra pressure, but definitely like a positive thing for me as a player. I have been around for a while, and I think I needed this. I needed this to keep up my motivation high. Sorry, and yeah, it's doing a great job. I'm super motivated. So
Thank you so much.
thank you, man.
Thank you. Next question from Desk Gamers.
Hello guys. First of all, how are you? My question is for Angel.
Good.
Last Masters, you said that Sugetsu not coming into the game for the first half was becoming a bit of tension for you guys, but you were pretty sure that you will be easy to win champions. Masters. And this time onwards, is there any pressure being a Masters champion? And historically, like the teams who have won the previous title have not won the next title. So is there any pressure regarding that? Or you guys are still confident with it?
I don't see any pressure on us, to be honest. It's like we're not setting a clear goal for us, you know, like we need to win 2 tournaments in a row, otherwise GG. No, there is nothing like this. We're coming here to play our best game. Unfortunately, situation with our Prague before tournament again went not that good for us, but we get used to it already. So we will do our best. And the goal is to go as far as possible. But first, we need to go through the group stage.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question from Dexerto.
Hi, this question is for Scream. I was just wondering how it felt to see you and a lot of the other pros in the Fire Again music video.
I mean, it's an honor to be a part of this. You know, Riot is doing a great job. You know, I'm very very grateful to be here, you know. And yeah, I mean, if I can be featured in some videos, or you know, I'm not gonna say no. It's a pleasure.
Where is Angel?
Huh?
Where is Angel?
Angel?
In
You
video,
were
where
not
is
in the
Angel?
video?
No.
I mean, they should have got you, I guess. But did you check the whole video?
No, I didn't watch that.
Because I had to pause, you know, like a lot of times to see myself.
I
But
think someone would like tell me.
yeah, probably. But you'll get in the next one, I'm sure.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you. Next question from Sentinella.
Hello guys, I'm Pedro from Centinela, and my question is for the fourth man in the table. A lot of people are coming to the VALORANT Champions as a new spectator, new fans. I mean, why these new people that is watching VALORANT esports need to follow you along the tournament?
I think because we play a game different from every other region. Like, people will call us, like, even in our own region itself, like we have Paper X, we have Boom, but every team from our region plays a very unique style. So you can't really put us in like the APAC region. It's like, it's the country in the region itself that plays differently. So the styles we play is definitely different from the rest of the world. So that's probably why you'll need to watch us, or not, maybe. Yeah. And my name is Cruz, by the way. I'm not the fourth guy on the table. Thank you.
No. I mean the four men in the table. I mean.
Oh, for four guys.
Yes,
sorry.
yeah. Don't worry,
Sorry,
man.
my bad.
No,
but my name is Cruz, by the way.
It's okay, man.
Does anybody else want to answer?
No.
If I can answer, I would say I don't want people to expect too much from EMEA and forget about all the other regions. Like, I think honestly, they're probably more dangerous than us. So yeah, I'll be careful. I'll be careful.
Cryo?
No, I just want to say that, like, there hasn't been a region that has won a consecutive tournament 2 times in a row. I just think that you should be watching out for any region. All the teams here are amazing teams that have made it to champions. And I just think that whatever team shows up on certain days you just got to make sure you show up on the day that you play.
Thank you. Next question is to Scream from AFK Gaming.
It's
What-
good to have you, Scream.
You can answer for me.
You can chill. No.
What are your thoughts on the VCT moving to a franchise league format? Do you prefer this year's format or the new one we're heading to in 2023?
I mean, it's the first time for me as well. If I get a chance to be there, I think it's great. It's great for players, especially young players, to have a chance to be a part of the franchise. It's important for their future to be in this environment under Riot. So, I think it's a good thing.
Thank you. Next question comes from Lissandro.
Hello, guys. My question is for Angel. And what do you think about the group you're into? And how do you see the level of EMEA at these champions, comparing it with other regions?
It's very hard to tell about EMEA level because we didn't saw us and Fnatic play in current meta, right? We only saw LCQ, and LCQ level was pretty high. But I don't think I can predict how EMEA are gonna do on this tournament. So we'll see. We'll see. About our group, as I told you before, I respect all the teams in our group. I think if we're gonna relax, we can be easily be punished for it. So our plan is not to relax.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Next question from Run It Back.
Thank you. This is for Cruz. We'll get you another question on the table. I just am kind of curious, as being one of the top teams in your region, being in this position that you've been in before at an international Valorant tournament, I'd just like to know, in your mind, what does Xerxia need to do in order to strengthen themselves to compete at the global level, to not just be one of the best in the region, but to be one of the best in the world?
Probably our confidence, like the way we play in our region, like we're really confident in taking duels, but then it becomes a lot harder here because if we're overconfident and then we lose the duels we should win, it could cost us a lot of rounds. So it's probably just a mindset that we just need to play like what we used to play and just reset real fast if we actually mess up in that particular round and not let it affect like the whole game. So I think the gameplay is close to what we used to do in our own region, but just like the confidence level of taking fights is not there yet. That's all.
Thank you. Next question goes to Scream from Esporin. It's been a point of debate since very long that your game style is very dependent on your personal skill and aim ability. What do you think about this? Do you agree that you have a unique playstyle which is hard to copy by others?
That's a tough question. I think on Counter-Strike, I can agree with that. My game style was more based on aim and having winning the duels. I think on Valorant I changed my mind. I changed the way I approach the game and I understand the game. I mean, it's a different game. I think you can't rely on your aim that much on Valorant, so you have to think more. You have to be aware of the meta and every little micro stuff you can do in Valorant. So I wouldn't agree right now.
Thank you. Next question, also to Scream from BFTV. There are many Turkish FPS fans and players seeing Scream as a role model by aiming. There are also funny trash talk moments before with BBL. Do you have any special messages for Turkish fans?
I mean, I love my Turkish fans. They're amazing, They're full, like very emotional, I think, and I can only be grateful for the support they give us and they give me.
Thank you. This question goes to Cryo from Agentes en Linea. Considering that in Masters, they started in the playoffs, being in the first international event, do you think that being in the group phase this time will benefit throughout the tournament? And what do you think about being able to face a Latin American team again?
For sure, starting in groups it gives us more time to settle in, playing matches on stage. Yeah, I mean, our last match was at Copenhagen, so it's been a while since we played an actual tournament or a match, so it'll definitely be a positive. Playing LATAM, we never underestimate anyone. We just kind of treat every team the same, and we're just here to prove ourselves.
Thank you. Next question from Bautista.
Yeah, hi. I have another question to Scream. And you started playing Phoenix in a couple match. So the thing I want to ask you is, do you think that Phoenix is a viable option right now, or is more like something circumstantial?
All I can say is that you guys are gonna look at this tournament and judge by yourself.
Thank you so much. I love you.
Thank you, man.
What are Phoenixes?
I don't know.
All right. Next question from Scott.
Thank you. This is a question for Cryo, but anyone who has their own thoughts on it can chime in as well. Does the future of partnership kind of looming in the background of this tournament create a little bit more nerves or pressure to perform well at this tournament?
I wouldn't say so personally, no. I mean, every team that's here should have the mindset of focusing on the tournament itself. For me personally, I'm just here to play at an international level, and that's always what I've wanted to do in front of a crowd. Yeah, for me personally, no.
Not for us also. I mean, I think FPX secured a slot for a franchise. Like, I mean, as a player, individually for sure. So no pressure.
All right, thank you. Next question from Games Mix.
All right. This question for Scream. Hello, Scream. How are you doing?
Hey, man. I'm good. Thank you.
All right. It might be a little bit funny question, but what is the team do you think is more competitive for the champions?
The team that what?
Competing for the champions. The naming.
That's gonna win the tournament.
All right. Yeah. I just need your opinion on who is the best team for you in this tournament.
It's a very fun
Yeah.
question.
Very fun. Not of picks. It's a bit hard to say on Valorant, especially as my brother here said. You know, there's no team that won two tournaments in a row, no regions, so it's very hard to predict. It would be beautiful if FPX wins this, I think. But you know, we're here, so it's gonna be harder. But honestly, I'm a bit surprised Fnatic never won a tournament. I always like, you know, put them in a really, you know, high position in the world. I think they're a really good team, but so far they haven't won a tournament. So, you know, and you know, all these new teams coming up, PaperX, you know, like it's hard to predict. It's hard to predict. I don't have a best team in this tournament, if I can answer honestly.
So FPX.
I wish for you the best. Okay, thanks
Andrew.
too.
Only Andrew.
Thank you. Next question from George.
George?
Hello, everyone.
yes,
How are we
George.
doing? Angel.
I thought it's another George.
Hey, no, come on. You guys are stuck with me. I know you all love it. Come on. Anyways, yes, I have a question for Scream. I would like to ask you about your opinion on the North American region, the teams here. Do you still believe that, you know, they're not as good as what they may think they are, or you know, what do you think about the North American teams?
Weird you didn't ask me about the ratings.
I think this question is over. That's a question we asked like a couple events ago, but I mean, they're good. They're good. Optic is a very good team. I think Honda Chiefs have been showing really good stuff in LCQ. They have really good individuals. They could pop up. They have young players, but it's gonna be hard for them because of experience. But I wouldn't rate any NA right now as like one of the best regions. I think EMEA, APAC, you know, like I think they're better. Sorry, man.
Nice.
Interesting.
Thank you very much. Oh, can we get thoughts on Cryo from that one, or? Not trying to instigate or anything, but like, you know, not trying to instigate. I'm chilling. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
Next question, please.
Oh, I love you all. Thank you, anyways.
Thank you, George.
Thank you. In the interest of time, I'm going to ask questions from journalists who haven't asked yet. So we have a question for Scream and Cruz from Desk Gamers. This is the first time a Chinese team, Edward Gaming, will be participating in an international event. Looking at their strong performance in LCQ, do they look like more of a threat compared to others?
All right, brother.
Okay, so for me personally, I think they are a threat. They are a very big threat, like, because we've been scrimming them a lot, and to be honest, they have the best scrim results I've ever had in the whole 2 years of Valorant. Even in EMEA, coming to LAN events, like the scrims with them are totally different, and I really want to see what they put up on stage in front of a crowd.
Yeah, I mean, I heard the same thing from Stacks. You know, like he just told me they're the best region, like they're the best teams. So I'm very excited to be in that group, and I hopefully I get to play these guys. And I heard they're very aggressive as well. So it's gonna be interesting matchups.
It's fine. We'll show which is Chinese org is the best, bro.
All right, thank you. And last question goes to Cruz from Valor to Asia. You're up against heavy contention in your group. What's the focus for the team being on coming into champions, and what progress you've made compared to the last two masters?
The progress we've made is probably fixing our mistakes and having more time to scrim, because the last tournament, it was really tight. We didn't really have time to prepare. We just used what we used in the previous events. So coming into champions, we have been scrimming a lot more and having additional plans. But then, of course, the groups we are in is a very tough group to get out of. So we're just hoping to do our best and actually show what we've got, what we've prepared, and come into this tournament.
All right, thank you very much, everyone. This concludes the third press conference. Please stand by for the next one, which will begin shortly.